I think kids are so violent.
Look at what they listening to. The video games, the music.
And the movies.
TV.
There should be an age where you should be allowed to listen to rap music too. Because we need to treat rap music the same way we treat porn. It's all in the music.
A stronger mental.
Have to.
There's no balance. That's why they used to have them parental warnings and stuff. Remember, you couldn't get CDs if you wasn't 18.
We need to bring censorship back because we don't factor in that some of these people are too immature to hear what they're hearing. And it's triggering them to do dumb shit. And we act like we don't know why. You're going to get the energy you put out. You're going to get the energy you're surrounded by.
Okay, hi guys, this is Old School Will again with more discussions. And first of all, I wanted to say that I realized I was going to put this video out next week, but I just couldn't resist. Fortunately, when you're retired and you have decades of knowledge packed in a little brain of mine, you kind of want to get to that point of life where you want to share it. Share the things you've seen out on the streets and share all the well, not all of it, but most of the trials and tribulations that parents and we as a society have to go through. So now this is my opportunity to try to give back just a little knowledge if you would receive some of it. I'm not saying I'm 100% right on a lot of my comments that I make in my videos. And by no means, I'm only human and I make mistakes also. But I come to realize after I retired, why just sit around and do absolutely nothing and become a couch potato? So my daughter really inspired me to really get started doing this. And the more I do it, the more I feel like I'm doing something for society as far as giving back a little of that knowledge. But this video, I just wanted to put that out because right now I'm at the stage of life, being retired, I ain't got no job, so I have nothing but time on my hands. So this is the way I want to utilize it, and hopefully you receive it. But in today's video, we're going to talk about kids being arrested. And there are several clips in here that are, as the other videos were, are disturbing. From a kid that was caught at school drunk and with the bottle on her. Another kid that had a weapon on her in school. And the final one, well, not the final one because there are several others, but one was a small kid who was, I think he was around 10 years old, driving a car at a high rate of speed, and he almost deleted himself and sent a family of, I think, 5 to the hospital in the process by hitting them head on. But with all that being said, I hope that we all will kind of learn from these mistakes that our kids are making and hopefully be able to correct them. So with all that being said, oh, and by the way, if you would, please hit that like button and share and subscribe, especially subscribe so I can get that thing they call algorithms. I think that was it. So I can get that up so I can continue making these videos. And please continue commenting because I love reading your comments. I really do, negative and positive. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into the video. Okay, this is Old School Will. Let's do it.
High-speed chase through Glendale. Multiple officers are after a Hyundai driving recklessly. Police deploy stop sticks. But the driver keeps going, even as the tires give out.
The thing about deploying the stop sticks is that once those tires are blown, especially the front ones, you lose control. And if you're driving 90, 100 and higher miles per hour, you can kind of imagine what's going to occur later on. That's why when you're driving, folks, when you're driving at nighttime or daytime, on the freeway, on the side of the streets, you never know what you're getting ready to encounter. So keep both eyes open and both hands on the steering wheel and say a little prayer every day you get into your car because we don't know what's coming at us.
Should not be behind a wheel, period.
Video of this chase is hard to watch once you realize the ages of those in the car.
They putting their lives in danger doing this.
Glendale.
Another thing about what you just saw about when the kids started bailing out, these kids stand a large possibility of being targeted by the police, because another thing you need to understand, when you're chasing people, you don't know who or what you're chasing. They could have just done a drive-by. They could have robbed a store. They could have deleted some folks. We don't know. So this is what every officer in their career time have to encounter.
Police say they arrested 4 out of 6 individuals inside the car. The car finally came to a stop near Lawrence and Cornell in Milwaukee. Police say they arrested a 12-year-old girl, 2 13-year-old girls, and a 16-year-old boy, all from Milwaukee.
Parents, if you check the bedroom to see where your kids are, probably 4 or 5 of them are here in this car chase. So get ready to have problems, because that's what's happening here.
However, the Hyundai was stolen out of Saukville.
I got a screwdriver here. Weird. Wonder if that's stolen.
I know they're getting younger and younger, but we need to start showing that this is not going to be tolerated.
Tracy Dent works with youth in the community. He says someone could have been seriously hurt, especially when speeds are reaching 100 miles an hour.
They just don't care about their lives. They feel like they're invincible. And we just got to have reality check for them.
He tells us what he's noticed with some of the youth he works with.
They feel that nobody cares about them. They feel that nobody loves them. They doing it for the thrill. They doing it for clout on social media.
He says parents and family need to step up before it's too late.
Stay on them. Tough love.
Angelica Sanchez, Fox 6.
Tough love also means if they get arrested, let them spend a day or two in jail, folks, or in detention. Don't go out there and immediately bail them out. Let them see what the negative side of life as far as getting arrested and being in jail is going to be about. They're going to cry and beg and plead and all this other nonsense, but this is the only true way that they're going to find out that there are repercussions behind what they just did.
News.
I didn't harm nobody.
You're in possession of a firearm on school grounds.
I understand.
Where did you get the gun?
On March 10th, 2023, a Vero Beach high school teacher received a handwritten note concerning an 18-year-old sophomore student who was bragging about having a loaded gun in the classroom. The teacher immediately notified the on-campus deputy, who eventually called for backup.
Where's the backpack supposedly? In here?
7219. I'll go that door, you go that door.
During the investigation, it was noted that the student also bragged about having bigger guns in her backpack.
I do not like to be an armchair quarterback, but it took me a while to realize that the person that's videoing this was a police officer, and then this guy that you're seeing here is evidently the principal. But when you have knowledge that a person may possibly have weapons on them, with all the shootings, mass shootings that we've been having in this country, it's kind of questionable why we didn't wait for backup in this situation. The principal, he's not a police officer. You already have that knowledge that this person may have weapons in their backpack and also on them. Oh, boy. So, let's continue with this.
The principal, along with a deputy, surrounded the classroom to retrieve the student.
Another problem. The principal and the deputy, 2 men, surrounded a classroom. I don't know if there were students in there or not, but we just recently had a situation where a lot of kids were harmed and they passed away. But if why did we not wait for backup or whoever needs to be there to help in this situation?
Yeah. Well, we're close. Yeah, we're closer to admin than we are anything else.
Good morning.
Okay, I just want to. We're going to ask you a few questions, and I didn't want to do it. And I got a little tip.
Remember the tip they got that they said that this person was supposed to possibly have weapons in the backpack? That's an extremely large backpack and camouflaged, although that doesn't make a difference. Why is she still carrying a backpack with her if there's possibly weapons in it?
Okay, that's what he said, so that's not, you're good. Yesterday, remember when I was in there checking bags in your math class? Well, today, it was reported that you had hid your backpack. This is what I'm being told, because you had a gun in your backpack. Okay, that's what, yeah, I'm just saying that's what people were saying.
Yeah, you can
So,
search my bag.
yeah, and that's why I don't want to do it.
Right there, she said, "Well, you can search my bag. Everything should," and I'm gonna be straight out with you on this. She should have been stopped right then and there, backpack confiscated. At least take the backpack from her, because if there are weapons in that backpack, guess what? She still has control of them. You don't, as an officer. I have serious problems with this, and I realize I'm stepping on toes, and I realize from my fellow officers out there, I'm gonna probably get a lot of backlash from this. But when you put yourself in uniform and you have decisions to make, this one is really questionable.
So obviously, you know, we got to do what we got to do, okay?
Yeah, you can search.
Another thing, if you notice, backup has not arrived yet. Evidently, it's just still the principal, and I guess he's a school police officer that's behind the principal with the young lady who's supposed to have weapons on her and in the backpack that she is still in possession of. Just saying.
Come on in here, please. Have a seat. Now, let me ask you before you go any further on that. Do you recall, did you ever make a statement like that yesterday? That maybe somebody, you were messing around and somebody said they saw it or heard it?
They ain't never seen you or heard nothing from me.
Okay, can I see your backpack? You have anything else on you that you shouldn't have on you today? Could you?
You notice he just asked her, do you have anything on her that she shouldn't have on her? Now, the principal has a backpack. The officer evidently is still videoing, and you're going to be shocked as what's about to happen next.
Empty your pockets out for me. Huh?
Empty my pockets for what?
Because I'm checking for the
I thought
safety.
you were searching my bag.
I'm checking everything.
There's nothing.
Then empty your pockets.
I
Huh?
don't feel like you.
Empty your pockets or you're going to be put
Okay,
in
listen.
handcuffs.
I smell weed, but that I
That's
was.
not.
Stand up. Stand
For
up.
what?
Now, the ball game changes when the principal said that he smelled, when he knelt down and said he smelled weed in the person's backpack. Now, that's reasonable enough for her to have handcuffs put on her. But here comes the shocker, folks. Just watch this.
Wait, why?
Because I'm telling you to. Stand up. Stand up.
Step out for a second.
Stop.
Okay.
Look, come on. Come
Mike,
on,
zero.
bro. Come on.
From my office anytime.
That right there, folks, is a handgun that is fully loaded in her pocket. If you notice, there was a female officer that had her up against the wall, patting her down way after the fact. Remember, they walked all the way from the classroom to the principal's office, and she had what appears to be a handgun in her left front pocket that is fully loaded.
Oh my God, this is
It's a little bit late to be cursing.
necessary.
Yep, sir.
I didn't harm nobody.
You're in possession of a firearm on
I
school grounds.
understand that, but no one
And a
was
tip was
harmed.
received. It doesn't matter if anybody's harmed. You're not allowed to possess a firearm, period, let alone on school grounds. You can make a phone call when you get to the Emory County Jail.
The county jail?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're walking around in school with a gun with
I
bullets in it.
understand that, but no one was harmed, sir.
So
I don't care.
I was just gonna get off juvenile probation.
That video was extremely disturbing to me because as I said, I don't like being an armchair quarterback, but looking at the video itself and everything that transpired in it, this was a extremely dangerous situation that could have gotten well out of proportion. This is how a lot of our mass shootings occur in this country. One of the ways that it occurs. All I can say is, wow. I thank the Lord everybody was safe on that.
it's right there.
Yeah.
She just
Yep,
dropped
it's right
it
there.
down.
Can you
She
give it
just
to him?
dropped it. It's fine.
just
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
It's in her house, or she
It's
dropped
in your
it.
room. It's right there. I can see the
It's not
bulge
in
in
my
your
house.
house.
I'll see it.
It's right
Where?
there.
Where?
I can see the bulge.
What bulge? She has
It's
a
right
fat.
there.
Were you guys want to look at my underwear or what?
No, I do not, ma'am.
I bet you guys do because you guys keep assuming.
Not assuming.
It's right there. I see the list. See? No, you're not. Yeah,
Pull that out. Whatever it is, pull it out.
Now remember from the last video, folks, this young lady is clearly intoxicated on school grounds. There's a bulge in the front part of her pants where I think that was either a nurse or a resource officer said she saw it. Also, there's an officer that's still in the room with them. Now, remember on the last one, the young lady had the handgun in her front pocket? This young lady has what's supposed to be a bottle in her front. I don't know if it's a pocket or in her pants or what. But we are extremely lax on this one.
There's nothing in there.
Yeah. Well,
Nurse is going to check you out real quick. I do have to read your rights, okay? Because I am going to charge you with minor allowing herself to be served with alcohol, okay?
When?
I don't know how the nurse did that test, okay? So,
The test came back like I had it?
yes. So you do have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. Do you understand what I just told you?
Yeah.
You want to tell me or not? I am going to charge regardless whether you give the bottle up or not. Well, the nurse will probably be able to take it. But I can't, okay? And I'm not. But based on what the nurse said, you know that test she gave you? I'm going to use that to charge you, okay?
Oh, why?
because you're under the influence.
Okay.
Okay.
So the nurse is going to come and they can check you at school. The school can do that. I can't. And I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to, based on what they tell me, I'm going to end up charging, okay? With alcohol, yeah.
I don't have alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol at school.
When?
And you drink it.
I didn't drink alcohol.
It's in your pants, and security
So-
guards.
But you're already going to be charged, so can I have it or not?
And told us where it's at. We know that it's in your pants.
No, it's not.
I just saw it. We saw it. Miss John and I.
You know, once a person is arrested, and this officer said several times that she's going to be arrested, and she's still sitting there like she's running the entire show, and there are no handcuffs going on this young lady. This situation, as I stated before, could have gotten way out of hand, because once you tell a person they're under arrest, that's when the handcuffs go on. It's not a debatable issue at that point, because now that officer is taking complete control of the scene. But in this case, we're taking partial control of the scene because she's still free and loose.
I saw the body. It's there. We saw it. I don't know.
So can I have it or not? If not, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna charge.
Mom, they have me in the office or some shit. They're trying to say that I break liquor or some shit.
If you know what, I can put you in cuffs and beat you and put you under arrest. Okay. Okay, then knock it off with the language. Okay.
No, you guys can have my phone. Just like I said. That's my phone. No, you guys can have my phone. Just like I said. That's my phone. And then when he walks in, you guys stop. Like what?
We'll wait for your mom.
I don't stop because he's done.
You know the defensive stance that she's taking now. She's ready to fight everybody in that room. But like I said, cuffs should have been on a long time ago.
It's because you pulled it away. I'm not going to fight you for it.
Well, I was trying to. I can sure tell you were trying to.
No, wait, listen, I just have my
Not
hand.
living. No one cares.
I don't.
Okay, well, hush it up.
Yeah, knock it off. Okay.
You too. Oh,
Hold on. Let me have you alone.
no. Move, punk. Oh, that shit hurts, punk. Move.
Hold on.
Move! Oh! No! You're not gonna get my other arm.
Stand up. Okay.
And another thing for a lot of folks who don't believe what we actually see, I'm really thankful that video cameras came out, because in my day we didn't have video cameras or the cameras that the officers are carrying now. But the videoing now shows exactly what happens when a parent or whoever tries to dispute what takes place. And even then, a lot of parents still don't believe you. But continuing on.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to get your phone.
What the?
Can you grab the liquor?
No, bitch. No. Oh, you thirsty mother.
Can you
Oh,
go?
look how red my arm is.
Can I get Marianne to a drink? Because I got to take her too.
Yeah, fucking drink. Did all this shit or what? You want the mother? Hey, let go, man. Let go.
Oh, and another thing, officers, especially male officers, we have to be careful as far as when it comes to females. Normally, if there's a female deputy available, they would take charge of patting down a female and searching them. But if that female officer is not available, that officer can utilize, in this particular case, the teacher or the nurse. But he has to make sure that all of that's documented in his report as to how she was searched at that particular time.
Like, why don't you touch me, okay? You're in my real thing. You're trying to drug you.
The female persistently showed resistance and verbally abused everybody in the room.
Look! Oh, that shit hurt real ugly.
I told you. Stop.
Nah, move, mom, move. I'm going with my mom. Yeah.
You're detained.
Yes, I am.
No,
I'm
you're
going
not.
to detain.
You're not
Go
going
look.
with
Gun in my head, sir.
Who are you?
Huh? Hey.
Okay. Is anybody else with you? 2 kids, my wife, and my mother-in-law. Damn it. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay, ma'am?
Backing up, for parents, please, if you notice that child's the way he's sitting in his car seat was not properly restrained. That child is facing forward, although he still has a seatbelt on, but the seatbelt was not tight enough to keep him in that seat.
Do you have pain anywhere?
See, if you notice, I stopped it there because I want you to see the position of that car seat. The car seat is not properly strapped in the back seat of that car or van.
Ma'am, where are you hurting at?
No, I'm okay.
You okay?
Yes.
You okay, son? You okay, son? Yeah? Pain in your stomach or your chest? Chest? How about your hands? No. Your wrist, is it okay? Your right wrist, is it okay? You need oxygen? Having trouble breathing? Spanish only?
He was going the wrong way, so we're trying to stop him before this happened. He's a kid. He's 12 years old. Yeah.
How old are you, dude?
I'm 12. I was
12-year-old kid in a stolen van, and from what he stolen car. For what he's saying, he did all of this on a dare from, I guess, his friends or so. He drove down the wrong way on the roadway and hit this family's van almost head on. And as I stated, everyone, I think it was 6 people in the van. Let's see, 2, 4. Yeah, 6 people in the van along with this child here who's 12-year-old, and they all went to the hospital. It could have been a lot worse because it could have been more serious than what it actually was.
We'll get you checked when the ambulance comes, all right? You hit your knees in the crash? Oh, anytime. Sit down.
It wasn't my fault, sir.
Sit down, man. You're just homeless.
What you just did to this family?
It wasn't my fault.
Who's driving? You were.
I know, but I was forced. You don't understand, sir.
All right, relax. Let me turn the air on for you. You all right, buddies? What's that? You all right?
55-year-old.
You all right, Dad?
Chest pain. Do the possibly airbag.
Let me get you.
So what do we have here?
A lot of candy. What's up?
I got something in my pocket.
What is it?
Did y'all hear that? Kid wanted to talk to officer. And what did he tell officer? I have something in my pocket. Officer asked, what is it? Kid said, a 9mm gun. So the kid was the kid was placed in the back seat of the car with a 9mm handgun still on him, whether it was loaded or not. Oh, let's go to the next one.
So, it's back to focusing on what Teresa had mentioned earlier. She says she'd only had 1 drink at Applebee's, but it's starting to seem as though she may be a little more drunk than they realized. Suspicions that were only confirmed after some field sobriety tests.
And everything that happened today, right, I don't think that you were okay to safely operate the motor vehicle.
Dad!
So,
Dad!
You got right.
Her dad is a police officer that's about to arrest her for DUI. Driving under the influence, alcohol or drugs. They'll find that out later.
Dad! Where's my dad?
Oh, your dad's right over here. Dad. You stop with this shit in the car. You're arrested for DUI. Go ahead. Have a seat.
That was her dad speaking.
After being forced into the police vehicle by her own dad, Teresa was driven to the police station where her blood alcohol level was tested. It came back as 0.17%.
In almost all states, you're legally drunk at a 0.08. And 0.017, that's more than twice the limit.
Twice the legal limit. As of this upload, Teresa is still awaiting her penalty, but has been issued a court summons for driving under the influence, reckless driving, and failure to report a car accident. Teresa's dad followed protocol perfectly, but Kenneth Adams' dad did the exact opposite when he tried to abuse his power as a commissioner to try and save his son from prison.
Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail. You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
Hey, your county commissioner. Oh, politics again. He's throwing his weight around. He called the sheriff the word he called him because his adult son was arrested because he had warrants on him. Go figure that one out.
In November 2022, Kenneth Adams was pulled over for running a stop sign. But as it turns out, Kenneth was in much more trouble than he realized.
How's it going?
Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you, you didn't come to complete stop the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on?
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
Now, what the officer is stating is something that we hadn't discussed that much, and it's called probable cause. Probable cause is what gives that officer a reason to stop you. In this particular case, he didn't have his turn signal on, probable cause, and he ran a stop sign. Probable cause to turn the lights on and find out if there's a problem here.
I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
The officer then took his license and ran it through the system, where he would discover Kenneth had a warrant out for burglary and theft of a vehicle. All of a sudden, Kenneth becomes defensive and refuses to exit the vehicle.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant for your arrest.
You're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
Florida police arrested this young girl after she texted 911 saying her friend had been abducted by a man driving a white van. The police responded.
I was kind of confused on the texting of 911. I didn't realize that you can do that, but I guess if you probably know someone that works there, you would kind of text them or probably text someone else that'll dial the 911 for you. But I have to try to figure this one out as far as the texting part of it.
Deploying officers and vehicles and a helicopter. The 11-year-old girl continued to update police via text for 90 minutes. She gave officers a description of the man who abducted her friend and said he was armed with a gun. The police ultimately showed up to the...
That's a lot of wasted manpower, folks. A helicopter and all these officers looking for an abducted person that was taken at gunpoint.
11-year-old's home, where officers spoke with her to confirm her story was a lie and arrested her. When asked why she lied, the girl indicated she had seen the prank in a YouTube video and thought it would be funny. According to the sheriff's office, the young girl is facing a felony for making a false report and also a misdemeanor for misusing 911.
You know, folks, something that's not discussed, she's going to be charged with that felony, and unless her juvenile records will be expunged or whatever after the fact, then that felony at her age was going to follow her the rest of her life. And as I stated in some of my previous videos, if she decides to get that glamorous job or go to college, guess what? When they pull up her records or find out this on YouTube or whatever social media site, then she doesn't stand a good likely chance of getting either.
What should you do if you find out your child's been arrested? The very first thing you need to do is find out where your child is, who has them. Are they in a police department? Are they at...
Gotta stop you on this one. I love this guy, and you're gonna find out why. Listen to what the last thing he says, and that should do it.
Magistrate's office? Are they in county already? Find out where they're at, because you're going to have to find out a lot of other information after that. You're going to need to know what they're being charged with and if a bond is being set. After you do that, you want to call a lawyer, preferably one who writes bail bonds. When you get that lawyer, they're going to be able to get your child out as quickly as possible. Once your child's out, you've accomplished 3 things. 1, you've made sure that your child is safe. 2, you've made sure that your child is not talking to any detectives. And 3, you've put them within arm's reach so you can beat their ass with a chancla.
Okay, guys, if you made it to the end of this video, I hope you kind of learn how easy it is for our children to get themselves in some serious trouble. Another video where the young lady brought the weapon to school was for an officer that would be extremely scary. And the one where dad had to arrest his own daughter, I just couldn't imagine. But I am going to continue to put out these type of videos because I'm beginning to realize more and more each day that a lot of us don't really realize what's going on until after the fact, after we get that phone call from the jail from our kids or the detention facility where our younger children are as to what's going on. So as I stated before, I really appreciate those comments, and I just want you to continue watching, and if you like my videos, please share them and comment and hit that little bell thing that they have on this YouTube and see where that goes. I tried it and didn't work, so I got to figure that one out. But please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll continue to push these videos out for you. Well, this is Old School Will winding up another video, and this weekend I'm going to see what else I can get into and continue to put it out. But share this with your friends and let them see what they what they think about it, and maybe they might be inspired to continue to watch this type of videoing. So this is Old School Will again saying, you guys have a good day and may God bless you. Thanks again.